Hey foodies, welcome back to Tamara Recipes. So today I'm gonna be making this flavorful, amazing Jamaican curry beef in my kitchen. So if you are interested in the video, please stick around to the end. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the recipe as much as I enjoyed eating it and making it for you. So in my container I have my nice washed beef. I added all my seasoning, added some onion, scallion, scotch bonnet pepper, thyme, chopped garlic, onion. I also added a piece of ginger. I added some all-purpose seasoning, some garlic powder, some curry powder. I added a little oil. I added some pimento seed and added some oxtail seasoning. Now this is the size that I chose to cut my beef in. So if you want to cut your beef bigger than that, then go ahead. Alright, so I'm gonna start seasoning the beef. Bear in mind that you have to wash your meat properly. That's the first step in ensuring that you have the most delicious stew beef. Okay, so these are the seasoning that I choose to use, but what if you want to use other seasoning, then you can go ahead and do so. Now I added a little oil just for the seasoning to stick onto the beef, because you know beef, you have to make sure it's seasoned properly. I'm not going to marinate overnight. I'm just going to let it marinate for about 2 hours at room temperature. So if you marinate your beef overnight, then you would have to put it on your counter to thaw for like an hour or half an hour before you prepare it. There's no way you can cook your cold meat because you know it'll just be dry and trashy. So I'm gonna cover, let it marinate, and after marinating I'll return. Now I had some curry powder into the pot. So even though we season with some curry powder, we have to add some more curry powder. Alright? So I'm just sauteing the curry powder in a little bit of oil. Guys, you know my style already. I'm not too deep fry. Alright? So after sauteing, I'm gonna add all the pieces of beef, including the seasoning. Then I'm gonna give it a nice mix. But I'm not gonna mix it fully at this point. I'm just gonna kind of spread it out in the pot, cover the pot, and let it do its thing. And then maybe about 5 minutes or so I go in and stir. Now you could stir at this point if you'd like, but I'm not gonna do that this time. Just put your flame on the lowest, and then you want to cover and let all of that natural juice be released from the beef. Now I got a little juice from the beef, not much. It depends on the pot. So when I use this type of pot, guys, the meat not spring a lot of juice. But for me, it's okay. This is the time I'm gonna go in and give it a stir. And then now, y'all, I'm going to pressure the beef. Now if you like, you could slow cook yours, but for me, guys, the fast way may I go. And in Jamaica the cost of living is high, so you know you have to buy a gas. So the beef would take a longer time to cook on the stove top, so why not pressure it? So if you like, you could just cook it slowly on your stove top, but for me, as I said, I'm gonna pressure. So ensure that you have some hot water to cook your meat. Alright, so this pot has all the flavors, so you don't have to wash it out. Now I transfer the beef into my pressure cooker. I didn't add any oil or anything to the pressure cooker. I just added the beef. Alright, now I'm gonna add some hot water. Now you don't want to pour the water directly on your meat, as you don't want the color of your meat to be changed to white. Alright, we have that nice beautiful yellow color already, so we want to keep it like that. Now to cook the beef, to pressure the beef, I'm going to add some natural seasoning. Alright, so I do like to cook my meat throughout with flavor, so that's what I'm doing. Alright, so I just add a few pieces of garlic, about 2 cloves, and a piece of scallion, a stalk of scallion. Alright, so as me say, the more you add flavors to your beef, the nicer the beef will be. So the beef is fully pressured. I remove it from the pressure cooker, place it back into the same pot I sauteed the beef in, and I allowed it to come up to a boil. Alright, so you want to ensure that you check your meat, guys. I did so off camera, so I'm gonna add some fresh seasoning to the pot. Alright, so based on the amount of seasoning that you added, to pressure the meat, you know, say all that seasoning gone. So you have to add more fresh seasoning. So I'm adding Irish, onion, scallion. I'm not gonna add any more thyme. I didn't add any more pimento nor ginger. I added some scotch bonnet, and of course, guys, you have to add some garlic clove, cause garlic clove make your food taste good. Alright. So of course, guys, you want to taste to ensure that it reaches your desire. So for me, you needed more garlic powder, so I'm gonna add a little, maybe about a 1/8 teaspoon, as I seasoned it with garlic powder already. And I'm also gonna add a little Maggi all-purpose seasoning. I don't like to over season the meat, and then you know sometimes you over season the meat and it becomes salty. So I rather to add the flavors as it go along. Right, I'm also gonna add some black pepper, which is completely optional. You never had to add it. You could add some chili powder, or you could add some chili flakes or so. Alright, or some cayenne. Yeah. So I'm just gonna cover the pot, let them simmer together. But I'm just gonna show you how soft the beef is. And I pressured the beef for about 20 minutes. That's how good my pressure cooker is. Sometimes I pressure it at a shorter time, but this nature of the beef was harder than some, so I had to just pressure like 20 minutes. Alright, so at this point I'm just checking on the beef. As you can see, y'all, it's looking amazing. I allowed it to simmer for maybe about 15 minutes on a very low flame. And just a tip here, what if you season a meat and you cook it and you realize it tastes salty? Just add some Irish potato, and the Irish will absorb some of that salt from your meat. Alright, so my beef is looking amazing, y'all. I'm gonna have mine with some white rice, so you can have yours with roti, anything you like. Alright, so I just want to say thank you so much for watching the video. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, please subscribe and turn on all notifications so you never miss another upload. And this is my dinner, y'all. Having some fresh shredded vegetables. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box where I prepare the vegetable. And yeah, this is my dinner on a plate. Take care, guys.